My responsibilities as agronomy manager is take a lot of phone calls, sell over the phone, along as well in person to about 650 growers. Day to day is very hectic, very busy. We do a lot of our selling in the fall time, and then heavy in January, February, March. So those are our selling seasons, selling months, I should say. Talking about NutriSphere. NutriSphere is a product that we've had for about 3 years now. Last year it worked out very well. We see a lot of deficient cornfields out there this year. I think as we go forward, there's going to be a lot of nitrogen shortage, and I think the NutriSphere is really going to shine this year. The way we handle it, we just have a blender that in the diaphragm pump, we pump in the correct amount in our cold blender, and goes right into the mixed tank, and it's very simple to handle. It works very well for the grower. On the test that we did this year, this is an 08 test, a farmer had decided to do a comparison, a side-by-side. And in that side-by-side, it was all ag venture corn. It was done on 60 acres. We had sprayed it all. And so 30 acres was treated and the other 30 was not. The grower decided to harvest it himself, and his 20-inch rows, and he made a round, which would be 17 rows down and 17 rows back, and he put that on a truck and took it to town and weighed it. And then he did the treated and the non-treated, and the treated with NutriSphere was 7 bushel, 6.8, 7 bushel better than the untreated. So after we did that treatment, we used that all last winter for telling growers on what it can do, because we had a true side-by-side with actual numbers. And that's a big thing when you talk to growers and you can show them. We showed them right out the copy of the weigh tickets that the farmer carried to us. It was a very easy sell. So this year it was more acres, and I think it's going to be very positive for us. So on the Avail side, we've handled Avail for about 3 years as well. We're probably treating about 50 to 60% of our acres right now. We do want to get into pre-treating. We have not done that yet. On the treating, we dropped we have 2 squirters on the drum while it's going into the rotating drum, and when we start it shuts off when the product's in there. So it don't take long for it to mix. We treat the Avail on the phosphate first thing going in, and then in other products out while it's mixing, we're loading our K and our sulfur and zinc in the hopper, and then when it's mixed for a little bit and the product's in there, then we run the other products in there. So it don't slow us down very much when we're mixing that. We're not using any dye at this time, but you can definitely tell that the product is treated because all the dust is gone, and there's no dust, and the grower likes that too. And the phosphate is a real dark brown. I mean, you can tell it has a treatment on it, and it takes all the dust out of the total load. So that's positive, and you can definitely tell with the chemistry what's going on there with that polymer. You can tell that there's differences and advantages, especially on beans. We do it on corn stalks, treat the corn stalks, and then the beans with Avail. You can definitely tell there's yield enhancement there, and growers are recognizing it. And we started on board in the fall about 3 years ago. It would be 3 years ago this fall, and we tried it and see how it handled. And as we progressed and seen what the yield would do, and everything was very promising, and it's very profitable to the dealer as well. So we decided to continue with that, and as time has evolved, especially with the high phosphate prices last year, a lot of people cut the phosphate pounds down and put Avail in, and it was a great fit for us as a dealer, profit potential, and also for the grower. He wasn't hurting himself as well by cutting the pounds out, because I know that it keeps it more available to the plant, and that's very essential for a grower, so he don't lose his yield potential. And with the NutriSphere, The NutriSphere is a product that looks like it continues to grow in acres, and as we continue to be in front of more growers, I look for that to keep growing as well. I don't look for any problems as far as market share or another thing is differentiating yourself too from the competition, because we're the only ones in town that provide the Veil and NutriSphere, and that's a huge advantage. We recommend a Veil and NutriSphere to all growers. We don't single anybody out. It's a potential for all of them. Cumming County has the largest beef in Nebraska, so we have a lot of manure out there, and with manure being our bigger competitor in the marketplace, we look at other things that we can differentiate ourselves from the manure. So the Veil is a key thing for us as we market that, because that's something that they don't have. The only thing I would add is anytime you have new products that that are introduced in the marketplace, I think it's very important that people try them. I know there's a lot of there are a lot of products that come to the marketplace every year, and some make it, some don't. It seems like with SFP that there's a great potential that they will come to the marketplace and have a great fit to make the grower profitable and also the dealer.